Farm of Life family, here we are again.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello.
We're here at the very end of our season. The rain is coming, but I tell you what, we saved the best for last because this one particular volunteer that came, Frank Arigazzi.
Frank Aragazzi.
He's got Italian roots like me, Calvino, right? He's a great Paisan friend now.
Yeah.
And he came here and he just knocked our socks off with that big heart of his. And so, Farm of Life family, welcome
Frank.
Frank Arigazzi.
Thank you, Brian.
The
love
AKA the Love
Doctor.
Doctor, and we'll explain why he's the Love Doctor here. But as always, I love to get people's history, so, it's not always that people come to this lifestyle, right? It's sort of out of the norm.
Yeah.
So, your story is pretty cool. So tell us a little bit about how you got involved in all this mind, body, and spirit type stuff.
Well, I grew up in a family that, since I was little, I saw my family always using herbs and using holistic practices to treat the body. So
Mhm.
I was just brought into this lifestyle since the very beginning, seeing my father treating patients at home. He have like consultation at home, and I would see people almost in a daily basis coming home. I was just 5, 6 years old, and I was just looking everything happening there in my
Mhm.
house. So everything was just given to me like natural way is the only way.
Wow.
So
That's truly amazing. So your father was involved in this. What does your father do?
well, he's been into homeopathy and holistic therapies, herbology, naturopathy for the last 25, 30 years.
Wow.
And I was now I admire it a lot. Before, when I was little, I thought was normal. Now I find he's been always into cutting edge type of health.
Wow. That's really amazing because I know myself. I've done yoga with you a couple of times.
Yeah.
You are the most flexible male I've ever encountered, right?
Ever met.
You are really, you can bend like a pretzel. And so I'm assuming that you learned yoga you've been doing yoga since what? You were probably a
Yes.
little kid.
Since I was 8 years old.
Since he was
Wow.
in the belly.
Yeah.
I was, push
Wow, that's
gentle,
amazing.
gentle push, to
Certainly.
practice yoga.
Yeah, that's amazing. Wow, your dad did this. So you've had this going on since you were young.
Yeah, I saw
A
it
young
all.
person.
I mean, I saw things that you could not possibly, like really imagine in normal society. Like my
Mhm.
great grandmother came from Argentina, where I am originally from, and she came with Parkinson when I was 8 years old, and she came with her hands shaking like that.
Yeah.
And me and my brother were looking at her and thinking, what is that? It's like we never saw her before.
Right.
And my father cured her in 3 months
Wow.
of Parkinson's disease, which is incurable. But I was shocked, when
Incredible. And, similar to the lifestyle that we teach here, mind, body, and spirit.
very,
type
very
of-
similar.
Wow.
Very similar.
Wow, man,
Mm.
that's fantastic. All right, so bring us up to speed now, present moment. How did you hear about this place?
Ooh, this is an amazing story because
Yes.
I always wanted to come to Costa Rica. And my friend Anna Rogers from
Anna.
Anna Rogers.
MexicoGlam.com, it's like a healthy
Healthy travel.
eco living and traveling, and
Mhm.
she's a blogger, famous blogger in the UK, and she's a good friend. She told me, you have to go to the Farm of Life. You're gonna love Brian, you're gonna love Jody. Just go there. The lifestyle is amazing. You don't want to go to come back anymore.
She told us the other. She said, you have to have my friend Frank come volunteer here. You're
Yeah,
gonna
she said
love
the
him.
opposite to us. Yep.
She's so sweet. So I sent you an email, guys, but I didn't have any hopes because I know you're busy, and
Sure.
so I thought, just email them and see what happened. And just 3 days after, or maybe a week after, Jody replied, and I thought, wow, maybe this is gonna happen,
Yeah.
So,
And so what? You soon? When did you get here? You've been here now for almost a couple of months.
I've been here. Tomorrow is gonna be
July?
2 months.
Wow.
August.
That's wow.
By
It's-
fly, Brian.
It really is. The time has absolutely flown by,
Just
and it's been so amazing. And so you came here because Anna talked a little
yeah,
bit
but
about
she
it.
told me about the things you do, guys, like sun gazing and the cool pools and the way of living. The approach is very holistic. Yeah, you're very balanced. Your perspective is not extremist as many times some people are. Like
Right.
you really like fun and just have fun and take it really in a really cool way. Everything
Wow.
you do, so I really like it.
So you found out about us, and a few months later, you're here. Tell us your experience here. I mean, because your experience here has been pretty transformative, and not only you working with the guests, but for yourself and creating.
Oh, big time. I mean, since day one when I arrived here, and we connected, I connect with you and with Jody, and
Mm,
you know, I just felt like a home. I
nice.
really felt like almost like I opened the treasure type of box, like.
The treasure box of love.
And then I have all the things that I always wanted, like being connected with nature,
Hmm.
and I can be myself more. Like, like when you're like giving and sharing and being just
Authentic.
service, authentic, but of service.
Yes.
And I found that your very approach, your very thing is service, and
Yes.
give to others and sharing. And I love it. I feel really comfortable.
That's the law of abundance. The more you give, the more you get. Right? I mean, it truly is. You just give, you pour that heart out, and then you get. It doesn't necessarily have to be money, but it could simply just be an opening more of the heart.
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about.
And I can
Right.
be myself here, and all your guests, the guests that have passed through these doors, I have
Mhm.
the possibility to just teach them, the things I can share, yoga, do coaching, and guide them, and you
Ye-
give us the room also to do it. So
Exactly. Like what
really
did you
cool.
do here a little bit? You taught yoga. I mean, that was amazing, right? You did your own yoga.
Teach yoga, the practice, the private practices that I do, like one-to-one, and help people with the posture and the breathing, and then have our conversations, like
Right.
people that need some assistance, and you can see like people, the guys that have passed through these doors, is the
They've
connection
loved your
we
yoga.
have. Mm.
They've told me, like, when you're not around, they're like, I just want to let you know that Frankie. We just had a guest leave, Dee Dee, and she told me as I was taking her to the bus station that your yoga was the best she had ever experienced.
Wow, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool because I connect really well with you guys here. It's like, it's awesome. I mean, with also Teresa, what an amazing lady. I
Exactly.
mean, have such a good time, good conversations, and I felt like, when you can give and someone is open to receive, it's beautiful
Exactly.
because then you can just grow.
Yep. And you've also, I mean, you're a health coach as well, like
Yeah.
myself. And what were some of the things that you helped, like maybe with Teresa or with other people, with other guests that were here? Like, what are some of the things that you did with them? I know you did some breathing technique
Yeah.
work with them, and you did some intention work with them. Tell us a little bit about some
Yeah.
of the things that you did to get people to shift.
Absolutely. Look, I love a lot the concepts you have here. So I the same concepts that I have, like
Yes.
it's giving and being open to receive, uh, matching the frequency of the things you want to do in this life. It's like if you want to receive abundance, so just give abundance and believe you can have it.
Yes.
Believe that you deserve the best, and this is the conversations we go for hours just talking and letting people know that the worth of love and they can have all the things they want. And
Yes.
sometimes we just forget that we are not who society told we are. Like we have to earn lots of money, and so we have to clean
Right.
all that up, all the layers. And
Yep.
I love these conversations where we going through their path and we remind people that they are already perfect. They just need to believe.
Exactly. That we're not drone bees, we're creators.
Yeah.
We can create our existence. And that's what I love about the volunteers that come here, the really, really heart-based ones like yourself and Stefan that we have here. The volunteers that come, and they're also health coaches.
Yeah.
They do everything that Jody does and that I do. That's a wonderful thing. So you're not just working in the kitchen.
I know.
You're doing everything that you really love to do. Because that's what this place is about. It's about the heart.
It's not even work, Brian.
So-
This is no work. It's
Where did
no
the
work.
love doctor come from?
Yeah, tell us about that, the love doctor.
Love doctor. I am from Spain, born in Argentina, but grew up in Spain, and also Londoner because I live in London for the last 6 years. But now I am a traveler of the world. I'm going to be traveling the world. I'm going to be here in Costa Rica, then I'm going to Bali, then I'm going to London again.
Woo.
Then I come back here. So I'm going to keep traveling, and
Mhm.
I am from everywhere. To be honest with you, I don't feel really rooted to any specific place. I feel really connected with everything. I don't know how to explain that. It's like
I do.
feeling
you know,
not belonging to exact a specific place.
our soul is more infinite than this earth, right? So we're part of everywhere and everything. And so, man, I really can understand why you'd feel like you're part of everything. And yeah, absolutely, yeah, I get that. That's for sure. Wow, yeah, it's been an amazing journey having you here. That's for sure. Some of the downloads that you've gotten, like talks with your higher self. Tell us a little bit about those.
That's awesome. I mean, I'm writing a book right now called Shine Your Light. I started writing before coming here, and it's just basically my journey where I found that when I meditate and pray, things manifest and unfold.
Cool.
And being surrounded by nature here, I have the chance to connect much more with myself. So every time I went to my cabin down there and pray or meditate, I have suddenly these thoughts like these things that I post in Facebook, like,
They're amazing.
man,
They are great posts.
we are so connected to each other, so connected with nature, and we forget about it because all the messages we have. But when I have these moments of just so much clarity, I just have beautiful downloads, and I just keep writing my book and put these posts in Facebook, and it really comes, from somewhere else,
It just keeps flowing.
So you're Pura Vida Frank on Facebook.
Yeah.
So really,
Yes.
I didn't know all of those came out of your meditations.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you had a really great book and you were pulling wonderful quotes.
No,
but
just coming my meditations.
That's beautiful,
with
Frank.
nature.
it was just coming.
Jumping into the kupu, that kupu, people have to, when they come here, oh my God, that's one of the main things that I will, not forget is the kupu. Whenever I feel a little bit like too much things in my head, I go down there and I jump into the kupu, which is surrounded by vegetation, and it's a frequency. How do you explain like the frequency of your water here?
The water. I mean, if any read Emoto's work, you can tell water what to do. It's a carrier of information, and it also releases any energies that you want it to. So you basically go in there, you tell it what you want it to do, and it does it for you. And that water really is ready. It's like waiting. It's like waiting for your command. It really.
I never experienced anything like that. Like you jump in it and you feel almost like let go of everything.
Right.
It's beautiful, really beautiful.
Yeah. After my Reiki sessions, the same thing. I like to get in there and any lower vibrations that may still be in my body, I just go. I dunk in water, and it's gone.
That's a top practice for me even
gone.
here. Like I try to do
Yes.
that almost every day, just like you do your sun gazing. I love sun gazing, but for some reason I like it better jumping to the cool pool and just the feeling of renewal, my whole body, the cells, everything.
Beautiful. You're more connected to the element of water, which is wonderful. That's great. So tell us a little bit about Frankie's future, a little bit. Like what do you have going on? I know you talked about your book, so if you want to talk about that more again, fine. And then as well as future plans, your business plans, everything, the web design that you got going on. Tell us all about it. Tell us the websites, everything.
Yeah. Well, the main thing it is serving people. Like I want to keep coaching people from my website and also writing my book, Shine Your Light. So I'm gonna finish my book. I plan to finish the book within the next month. And
the book is about your story.
Yeah, it is a combination of my story.
Right.
Like the journey I have
Yeah.
when I grew up, in my family, seeing the things that I have seen the transformations in people's health. I have a deep belief that everyone can heal of anything. And I explain everything through my book. And that's the reason why I've been drawn here because I have these beliefs and that are deep in my heart and I have experience. And I think they need to be shared with the world because we have been all separated from the truth. That the truth is that we are more than just a body that have to be healed with pills. We are connected with, as you said, with a soul body. So in my book I explain into detail like rituals, practices and techniques and different things. It's 140 pages book and I think it may inspire lots of people. So
Absolutely.
can't wait.
I really look forward to that. I'm sure you'll be selling that on your website. Tell us a little bit about your website. And you're just launching that kind of right now.
Well, I have a project that I've been working on for a while, which is called Purple Balance. Purple Balance is a brand that I created because when I was going to the gym and I saw people working in the gym and using these protein powders filled with toxic, I don't know how to call them, like
Products
these
that might not be good
processed
for you.
stuff that is not really
Creatine,
good,
things of that nature, causes a lot of diarrhea. Yeah.
you know.
That's true. I used it back in the day when I used to go to the gym. Yep. Really, it's really difficult. It's so high in protein.
Mucus forming.
Yep. Mucus forming is very difficult in the kidneys as well.
Look, I felt really inspired because I have friends that go to the gym and I always thought, oh man, I could create this a product made with natural ingredients that could help people
It's a great idea.
to replace those processed stuff. So I developed a brand called Purple Balance, and it's a blend of natural protein made with bee pollen, with hemp protein,
Wow.
with maca, and spirulina. And there are different blends, and now we're launching in Whole Foods in UK. So it's really successful. I'm really happy that people have embraced it. They like it and they keep ordering it. So
Good.
that's a project that is going on now in the UK. But I'm just focusing, on my writing, and the website of my book is not yet uploaded.
So we'll stay tuned on that.
Please check. I guess you're gonna have links below, so I'll give you the link once I have it,
Chris.
so people can tune in with my coaching.
But
also.
purplebalance.com is where
PurpleBalanceSuperfoods.com is
purplebalancesuperfoods.com.
you can, if you want to connect, also in Facebook.
Oh,
That'd be awesome.
That's excellent. And you and I have gotten to some really good conversations about people come here and they get inspired to do their own retreat centers like this. And I always say that we heal the planet one guest at a time here at the Farm of Life. And some guests, not only do they go back and tell 2 people about how to heal this way, but they also get the idea of doing their own place like this. So imagine that. Imagine retreat centers all over the world like this. Hey, maybe someday they might take the place of hospitals, huh? How about that? And so give us...
I love that vision.
Right. So give us your idea. You got a great idea.
Brian, you have inspired me a lot. What you have created here is one of the most amazing places I've seen.
Thanks.
I mean, my father has a clinic in Spain. It's awesome. But what you have created, it's just breaking all the barriers. You're connecting with nature. Who could think that you could create a place like this and fill it up? People coming from all over the world.
It's pretty cool. We didn't
really
give up. My
amazing.
wife and I didn't give up at all. We wanted to create a spot in the middle of nowhere, and people told us we wouldn't do it. We would fail. No one would come, and I did not listen to them because we practice what we preach. All I knew was if I focused on my image in my mind, and I raised my vibration via meditation and quieted out, I could bring it to me, and here it is, and the people are coming.
Big time. The energy here is beyond, and you can see people who come. I have seen many people within these 2 months, and it's incredible, the transformation. So this is what has inspired me. I mean, I have already the vision. I wanted to create my own hotel spa, and now I have more clarity after being here. I've been just
Nice.
visualizing it and writing it and visualizing it more and writing it more and talking about it to my friends here, and I have it really clear. I want to have a hotel spa center in south of France. So
South of France. I've always wanted to visit there too.
there's
Can't wait.
There's an excuse now to come.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work in the whole vision. I'm gonna write the whole thing.
It's something similar to this, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be similar to this, but it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be more for. I mean, your one, it's for people who really want to heal.
Sure.
And the one I want to create is a little bit more for people who want to have like a holiday, because
A little of vacation as
I
well.
want to make it a little bit more vacation with the whole healing thing on the background, but more
I see.
vacation oriented.
Beautiful. That's great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, man. You've got lots of things going on,
Woo!
and you're gonna create them all.
I'm gonna create them all. I mean, I don't have anything else to do in this world. I mean, I'm come here to do something that inspire me, makes my heart sing, and makes other people also inspired. I want to inspire friends around me, to do the same, because I think we're here for a reason, and if we listen to our heart, I think there is always a reason to live in every one of us.
That's it. Live from the heart. And my friend, you've been a shining example on this farm for myself and Jody, and for the guests, and for everyone, what it is to be truly living from the heart. And that heart brings abundance.
I'm so grateful. Thank you so
So-
much for the opportunity.
Oh,
and
thank
for,
you.
What you have done here is beautiful.
You are welcome. And not only that, you're coming back. Hopefully, things change in people's lives, but we're really hoping that he does come back, because Frankie, because he's going to have a web-based business here at first, and his web business is going to earn that money to get his dream in France. He's going to come here and be our chef. So for the coming months, he's going to be back in April to be our chef.
I'm gonna run my retreats as well. I'm planning on
And run retreats, yes.
properly with you guys, but I'd like to run a retreat in July 2013, and I have already a little bit on the side, so I have to discuss it with you guys. But it would be great to have also my own retreat here.
I would definitely sign up for this guy's retreat. He is all heart, amazing yoga instructor, excellent with meditations. He does everything.
I love you, Brian.
I love you too, man. All right, Farmer Life family, we're going to sign off. Frankie, he'll be back. We're going to do many more YouTubes with this guy.
Doctor.
Definitely. Thank you.
We love you, Farmer Life family. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.